Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Running inside. It's Marshall. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Knight. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And one of those things coaches worry about. Under the lights, it's cold. You worry about ball security. When you get hit, man, it hurts so much more in these cold temperatures. The dude coughs it up. The defense with a nice play, forcing a turnover.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. The tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Iamaleava takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback adapting. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. First down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try it over the left side. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here on third down for this offense. Underwood. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Using his legs, it's Thomas.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Knight. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran
football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Knight. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Snags it, and he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After losing yardage, it's second and 12. Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver, too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Escapes the pressure going right. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Underwood to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unleashes it. Got a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long. That was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch.
And he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Imaliava. Working that left side now. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Play action. Iamaleava. Quarterback extends the play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Now Iamaleava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown, UCLA! Put 6 on the board.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 18 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sooners Keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. The Bruins will try to move the chains on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Play fake, Iamaleava dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Knight. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Iamaleava flips it out in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. The defense was blitzing, so he threw hot to his running back out on the perimeter of the field, but just a better job tackling by the defense to now set up 4th down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. It's Thomas. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Imaliama. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Imaliama. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And the comeback is on. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Open space at the 25. There he goes to the left. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Back open in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about...
Here's a little room there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Bruins will hustle to the line. They'll move the tight end. Iamaleava on the play action. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Iamaleava fakes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires it incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Running inside, it's Cox. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Gets rid of it. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Going to the run, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Play action, Iamaleava buying some time as he moves left. He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. Big guy smells it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And as their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time, Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Right on the money. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Underwood. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Handoff to the lone back. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make the move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. 3rd down in the gun. Iamaleava makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on 3rd down, so now the 4th down is a little bit easier, but late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Floats it out in space. Could not make his way to the corner. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Now Iamaleava rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Quickly complete. They stop. Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
And the Wolverines enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. They'll try the left side. There's some room. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Throwing, Imaliava. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a 1st down.